Asiko. Asiko. Awe Emura Sishe.
All right, welcome back. We're taking you way back. And he's joined us. The man you saw in that particular video taking those steps, well, I'm sure the Gen Zs, you're lost. We're going to bring you closer to get a feel of what it was to be in that space. Steve Black Aiwansosa joins us on the program. Well, welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you very much.
You call it Afro-Funk, right?
Yes, yes. It's different from Afrobeat.
It's a fusion
of high life and the funk from James Brown's school of super heavy funk.
So there's a lot of James Brown influence in African music.
That's right.
Because I know Fela was also influenced by James Brown at some point. He went to...
He's the godfather.
Yeah.
James Brown is the godfather. Funk is kind of music that makes you dance. You can't listen to funk and don't shake any part of your body. It's not possible. Because it's, and then high life is also that music that uplifts your spirit. You feel like dancing anytime. So the combination of both is fire.
Is it stronger than the Afrobeat combination?
It's more modern. It gets to the crowd much more than Afrobeat. It's a freestyle.
So what's it called? A combination of funk and a combination of high life. What's it called?
That is the Afro-Funk.
That's Afro-Funk.
Yeah, so African funk.
So there are sounds that make you stand up to dance.
That's right.
There are sounds that give you what we call armchair dancing.
That's right.
What does Afro-Funk do?
Afro-Funk will make you stand up, or except if you are not in that very, if you are trapped, you can't dance, but then before you know it, your legs are on their own.
We're just looking at you. We're excited to see you still keeping up this strong energy like you're in your 20s. And tell us how you do it.
Well, first I give glory to God because God is everything. He's our source. Secondly, I think it's a state of mind. Like I always believe age is a number, like you just count, but it's how you feel inside you. If you feel old inside you, then you're old. But I don't feel old inside me.
I can see that.
So, I know that you're the baby boomer generation. You were born in 1954.
That's right.
You'll be 70 on the 21st of July.
That's right.
So you're baby boomer, but you are trying to say you are Gen Z. Are you Gen Z?
Gen Z by heart.
By heart, yes. By heart, that's right.
It's beautiful, really. I mean, seeing your trajectory. So if you could take us back in time. You know, we're just having a conversation about local government autonomy, how originally the local governments were meant to bring government to the grassroots.
That's right.
So the plan of things originally were quite different. So you living in that time, you know, seeing what life was like. Yes, you witnessed the coup. You witnessed independence as well.
Yeah.
Witnessed major landmarks.
Yeah.
How would you describe then and now?
What you must understand is that nothing stays the same forever. Change is always there. It's constant. So we are changing.
Yeah.
But back in our days, I think it was better.
What?
It was really, really better.
You didn't have the internet, you didn't have mobile
No, we didn't need it. We didn't need it, but we communicated. There was this post office. You write a letter, it gets to its destination, you get a reply.
And you have to wait.
Yeah, of course, everything we learn to be patient. The new generation don't have patience. They gra, you know what I mean? So, and then the local government was working in our days because you can count how many houses has private pipe-borne water in the compound. Because if not, every street has pipe-borne water. Tap, 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 and it's a local government that was making sure that happens, you know. But these days, it's not like that anymore. Everything is centered around governor and, you know. But like I said, changes, you can't stop it. Things must change, you know. But about the local government autonomy, my fear and my worry is that I hope we are not transferring the corruption from governor's office to the local government's chairman. Because except if there is a mechanism in place to check the local government chairman, we're still going to end up the same way. Because I keep hearing people say the people will hold the local government chairman responsible. You can't see your local government chairman. Ordinary councillor is now having bodyguards. You can't go knock at his door. You go to his office, you fill a form, you wait. When you are tired, you go home. So how do you hold people like that accountable? So there must be a mechanism, and that is what Nigeria is not doing right now that I don't like. Nigeria is building stronger people instead of building stronger institutions.
It's quite interesting how this conversation is about music, but you are still well grounded in governance, politics, and that is what influences your music.
That's right.
And I'm tempted to take you here, so I'll just take you there. Do you see that playing out in the musicians, the artists of today? Do you see them well grounded in governance? And I mean, look at Fela. Fela's music was literally about, and people still dance to it, they still listen to it. But do you see that happening right now? And this is not to cast aspersions, but it's a reality. Do you see that happening?
You're right. Most of our musicians these days don't really listen to what's happening around them. I'm sorry, madam, but what they want now is that big, beautiful babe.
It's what it is.
It's what it is, man, you know. But, hey, for you to be grounded in whatever you're doing, you got to know what's going on around you. There's current affairs. You got to be interested in it. It forms part of your lyrics. You don't just write lyrics. The fella's music lives forever. It's not the beat, but it's the lyrics. You can imagine what he said many years ago, still happening now. He was vast. He had ideas of current affairs. He wasn't a politician 100%, but at least he knows about politics. So we are supposed to be educated. You don't have to go to school to learn that. It affects your day-to-day, it affects your life. It's going to affect my children, my great-grandchildren. So I should know about it.
You know, one of the things that I learned from what you have said is that at that time you learned to wait.
Yes.
You know, you wrote letters, and I imagine you wrote love letters to your sweethearts there. Yes. And you learned to wait for their replies. Wow, beautiful. So let's bring it to music now. Nice. I read one of your interviews, and you talked about how there's no substance to music compositions in this day and age, that even back then you had to, when you composed the song, you had to also compose the beats to it. So, and you know, we can even talk about how some of the old songs of back in the day are still being reproduced by the younger generation musicians. What did your generation do differently that made you produce classics that are still being repackaged in this generation?
First of all, we give thanks to the big record companies that were in existence in our own days. You can't just record the music like we do nowadays. You just record it, nobody vets it. You just record and you are putting it on Spotify, on platforms. No. In our days when you record, you have to go through these big-time recording companies. They have to sit down and listen to it. Check out your lyrics, check out your beat, check out what direction. Is it dance music? Okay, can this music really make people dance? You know, but those things are lacking these days. So that's what we did differently. So when we know that if you put out a record, there is a set of people that are coming to listen to it and vet it. Even they come to watch our rehearsal. They start from watching our rehearsal. They start to control, they start to tell you, no, what you are playing, you should have done it this way, or do it that way, or don't do it at all. Check out your lyrics. You have to write your lyrics and pass it on. But these days, it's not like that anymore. Anybody can just go into studio, record something, throw it on the internet, and...
Well, that's the reality we are faced with. That's democratization of opportunity. Perhaps that time it was controlled, so a lot of people may not have been able to come out because they don't have the resources to reach out to these big record labels. But right now, a few, apps here and there, you can be able to put things together. So that is the reality we are faced now. Now it's time to... From your counsel, how do you advise this generation to reimagine their sound? They can vibe.
Yeah.
Besides vibing, still have a message and not lose out on any front.
That's it. You've just said it. You've just said it. That's what they should do. I wish they're listening to you right now.
Oh, it's you there. I'm a journalist, man.
Yeah, but journalists those days helped us too. Because then, in our days, we used to get write-ups from newspapers, man. Journalists even go to TV stations and do programs. But, you know, it's the same thing. Just like you are saying, now they vet what they want to put out. Like, I'm sure this morning, if you weren't sure of what I was going to do, you won't put me here on this seat. Your station has an image to project. So the new crop of musicians, what they should do is to know that they have a name and an image to project and also to protect. So they should know that their music is kind of an advisory, how will I put it?
An advisory.
Yeah, to other people listening to it. For instance, Ebenezer Obey, Sonny Ade, their music will live for, that's what they call evergreen. I doubt if we can have evergreen music in these days because the music will fade out after 2-3 years. But the names I'm mentioning now, the music will still, they've been on and they will die and their music will still be on. And that's where I'm fitting into. My music, my lyrics, you know, fits into that category. So I will advise the upcoming musicians, the nowadays musicians, to fit into that. Write lyrics that will advise, for instance, there are a lot of people that believe in Yahoo business. You can write lyrics to counsel them, to let them know that, no, there is that Yahoo. You may be lucky after one time, but you are not sure of being lucky the second time.
I mean, and this is you essentially pointing them in the right direction. So please listen to counsel this morning.
That's right.
Morning break.
That's right.
Would you love for you to teach us how to bust a move as we wind down on the show? But you know,
funk moves, Kayode.
Exactly. But we want to just see a snippet of you then, you know,
Okay.
a long time ago. I know you love to play the conga.
Yeah.
The you were a percussionist.
Yes.
And you said you lost some of your materials while moving.
a lot.
But it would be great to actually see him, I guess if we just put that up, see him and see the emotions, the passion with which you, that's you right there.
I was 17 years old.
Wow.
Where was this?
This was in Lagos in 1971.
Wow.
The gentleman, the drummer, this guy, was the then top drummer in the world. He was in a band, he owned a band called The Cream. His name is Ginger Baker. He's late now.
Oh.
So he came to Nigeria and he came to see Fela and they did a lot together with Fela. They did an album together. But apart from Fela's band, he loved our band so much. This is T-Mac Afro Collection. T-Mac's band. That's Johnny Astrop. Johnny Astrop is in the US now, you know. So he jammed with us. I was the one playing the conga.
It's that passion.
It's like your counting.
You know?
Do you still play the conga?
Oh yeah, I do.
So we must not end the show without you teaching us to dance.
Okay.
You are 70 in a few days.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean you don't bust a move.
Oh man.
So what's your favorite dance move? We need to learn.
Something from the 70s.
Yes, it's the Afro-Funk dance.
Should we try it?
If I have the music on.
Okay, so we'll have your music in the background and then
Let's see. Will this allow us?
you can stand,
Yeah, why
you can
not?
stand right here.
Okay.
You stand here so we get to see you.
Because you're who?
See,
So are you sure you're 70?
yes. Asiko.
Okay.
Asiko ló láyé. Asiko. Ara mi yẹn máa ṣe yọ̀ọ́lẹ̀. Asiko.
Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we can, right?
I'm the supervisor of that.
So we
That's the
go.
way it is, gentlemen.
So basically, go like this.
Like
Yes.
this.
What?
Ooh. Ooh.
Asiko.
Come on, I love this.
You cannot be all doing this now.
No.
So let's go again.
Then we went back to the 70s.
That's what I see.
Ooh. Ooh.
Okay, let me show you an old school.
Okay, let's try this.
Ara mi yẹn máa ṣe yọ̀ọ́lẹ̀.
Okay, let me shift this chair. This chair, they are blocking us.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Get funky with it.
I love this.
That's your
Ladies and gentlemen, going back to the 70s right here on the morning break.
Are you joining us? Don't just stand there and watch.
Those legs are what I'm interested in.
I'm sure you can't do any of the new dance steps.
I don't know the new dance steps. These new dance steps they're doing. We used to call it Atasco.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it's been there?
It's been there, of course.
It's in full cycle?
Yeah. We used to have people hawking drugs, and they had dancers.
Okay.
Those dancers were the ones doing this Atasco thing.
Okay.
But I don't know what to do.
You know, the audience, they say they want to see.
They want to see. So,
I find your leg work is beautiful.
So hold on, I will move this our table.
Okay.
Just a little bit this way.
Okay.
So the audience can see those legs and those moves that you're boxing.
Man, this is not ordinary. You need some good coordination for this.
That's a good one. Steve Black, Aiwansosa.
That's right.
Legendary
That's right.
Afro-Funk superstar.
Thank you. Nice.
Amazing.
Awesome.
Where can we find your music if we want to listen to your music?
This one is on Spotify.
Right. So you're playing Spotify with the young ones as well.
Yeah. I mean, we have no other choice.
Yeah.
But in Europe, we come out with vinyl.
Yeah, exactly.
But here, it's on Spotify.
Okay. So
And
let me just come to
technology,
this
I
side.
believe, is making your work easier
Yes.
than what it was back then.
Yes.
Amazing. So go to
must say-
Spotify. Yeah, to enjoy some
That's
of
right.
So
Steve
Steve Black-
Black's music.
Steve Black, Aiwansosa. Go to your Instagram handle. Are you on Instagram?
Yeah.
So
at Steve Black.
Are you on Twitter?
Yes. At
Steve Black.
Where else are you? Facebook?
I'm on Facebook. Steve Black.
Steve Black.
I am on TikTok.
Steve Black.
You see, I love this. Thank you so much. I wish you the very best.
Thank you so
Looking forward
much.
to your 80th,
Just
90th, 100th, as much as you want.
Amen.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, guys, that's been the program. It's been an amazing one for us right here. Steve Black, Aiwansosa, giving us that dance move, busting it for us. So, hey, age is just a number, apparently. He's done it for us. So you can enjoy your weekend with some of his sounds and every other sound you like to enjoy. Thank you so much for your time and company. I'm Jeffrey Uzoma.
Yeah, what a way to end the week. Beautiful. Join us again next week. Let's do this again together. I am Bukola Toka.
And I'm Coyote Fikilo. Forget time is of the essence, so make the most of it. That's what Asiko means. Sunrise Daily is next. So don't go away. We'll be right
Let's
here.
go. Asinko.
Ladies and gentlemen.